on, boys.
What do you take out of that?
Oh, just bitterly disappointed. We got ourselves in a position to win the game, and just didn't close it out. We'll give ourselves a chance in that last 10 minutes. A couple of errors in our own end.
Doesn't that second half splurge and sometimes we'll take it in at 20%? Doesn't that outweigh the try?
Oh, it was. I got no question on our character and our attitude. Those questions have been coming from you guys. We were always still in that ball game. It's just frustrating. We got ourselves in a position to win, and just couldn't close it down. But it's a process, and we're learning, and we'll get there.
One of the first tries that the Storm scored with the scrum play, did you think that sound being impeded perhaps should have got a penalty instead of conceding the try?
Yeah, those 50-50 calls, particularly when you play the Storm, they go against you. We overcome that with 20 minutes to go, whatever it was. Unfortunately, just not good enough in the end.
Sam, what was your recollection of that try that they scored from the scrum?
It's tough, in that situation. That's where I'd be. That's where I'd be chasing. Being held back and stopped from doing my job is pretty tough. And to see the green light come around on the big screen is pretty disappointing as well. So, and like Book said, we came back from that, and we can't control what the referees do or call on the field. We can only control our actions, and we probably shouldn't have let it get out to that. That they shouldn't let the Storm get out to that lead, and we wouldn't have been chasing our tails for the rest of the night.
Can you tell us who was holding in the scrum?
The front row was
One of them.
yeah. I think it was Norrie, I think.
After what we saw last night and even the last couple of weeks with obstruction, did you think you had a fair case?
Look, we don't want to go on about that, boys. The referees' calls go for you. Sometimes they go against you. If we're going to sit here and debate a referee's call, we're not going to move forward as a team.
Sam, just before we move on, there's a picture of you actually holding the referee's shirt, which will probably be in the papers tomorrow. Can you just tell us what happened there? That was when you were trying to explain what happened with that scrum, I'd imagine.
I was just showing him what he did.
Sorry?
I was just showing him what he did.
Yeah.
So how far you did you get towards in that second half? There were 58 points, 11 tries, and was it a lot of exhaustion and mental fatigue getting in as well as physical fatigue?
Yeah, it was tough. Even though we had a lot of possession in that first 20 minutes of the second half, it's still very tough to stay composed. The tries weren't coming easy for us, and but we were scoring, and we were getting penalties coming out of our end, and they were helping us out. But yeah, mentally fatiguing, physically fatiguing. It was a tough game. We were on the front foot there in that first 20 minutes. We should have kept on rolling with it, and that's a lesson we'll learn. We need to get a little bit more ruthless in our football and finishing games off. We can take a few positives out of that game. It's the beautiful thing about rugby league is always next week. So as tough as that was losing tonight again, we still get another chance next week.
What's the early indication on Stagg and Hoffman?
Hoffman's got an Achilles strain, which isn't looking too good as far as it being a short-term injury. He's in a bit of pain. Stagg's done his medial ligament. So we're just finding a couple of injuries every week at the moment, but keep digging in, it'll turn around.
Anthony, did Justin just pull up sore from training yesterday?
Yeah. It's just not worth taking a risk on him, Chris. If he rips his hamstring out there tonight, he's 4 or 6 weeks. So, we had enough out there tonight, as you've seen, to win. There's nothing wrong with the character, as I say, and the will to win in the group. But unfortunately, as far as Justin went, it just kept tightening up on him every time he did a session, which is a sign that it's not right.
Is there any consolation in the fact they needed some really magic tries to beat you guys?
Oh, mate. It's probably great to watch. They completed, I think, at 90%, and they scored some freakish tries, and that's a disappointing thing. They don't get much better than that. And for everything we had go against us, we had a chance to close out the game. And we can sit here and pat ourselves on the back and say it was a good effort, but in the end, we're going to win those games. And we just got to get back to work and keep stuff on the pipe in, and it'll come out the other end sometime.
Look, it was terrific that Jordan Carter got to make his debut tonight, and the back of missing Hodjo, but they certainly ran a lot of traffic through him early on, but he withstood that and had a pretty interesting.
Yeah, he got. In fairness to him, he got a little bit lost there early. I think that he just got caught a bit tight when Sow went past him. But after that, he did a good job. I thought, in general, that whole right side defended pretty well at times. But it was great for Geordie. He spent 2 years on the sidelines coming back from 2 knee reconstructions. And the fact that he's out there playing tonight's a real wrap for him and a wrap for our performance staff and medical staff, that they got him back so strong. So he played. We remember his first one, but he'll play a lot more.
Sam, you told us Monday that when it clicks, people have to watch out. Did it click tonight? Was it almost there? How do you feel after that?
We're touching the switch. We're touching the switch at the moment. We haven't flicked it yet, but things are slowly getting there for us, and it's there's some good things there. It's not spot on yet. I think the biggest thing we probably have to get right is just that ruthlessness to win and finish games off.
Sam, much was being made of your leadership, captaincy and leadership being 2 different things. You certainly came out and led by example straight after the break.
Tried to. I'm feeling it now. A bit sore and tired, but I was just doing my job for the team. And that's something we want out of 1 to 17 every week. If everyone's doing their job for the side, we go a long way to winning games. So I just was trying my best tonight.
What was your thoughts on the attack, Anthony? I mean, Sam touched on it, but the fact you're able to put on some tries tonight, and they weren't from kicks. They were all built tries.
Yeah, I thought we were better last week, obviously.
We scored 2 points.
No, but we were simpler and we were straighter. We were better. It's just something we've got to keep working on. But definitely a better performance attack-wise. They're a hard team to break down, the Storm. We did 26 points or whatever. So that was a plus.
I know it didn't work in your favour, but is it a coincidence that Corey Norman gets his future sorted and he plays the best game in 12 months for you blokes?
Oh, I think the biggest thing was he had something to play off tonight. We were going forward the whole time, and we played a lot straighter. And, he got some opportunities to use his skill level. I think the same with guys like Jack Reed and Josh Hoffman, and you know, our halves. We made a real battle of the middle with the ball, and he got something to play off. So I think that's the biggest thing.
There were some concerns about you being able to get across the line in previous games. 16-0 run against Melbourne. Got to tell you something, hasn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
to do that to a side as good as they are.
Yeah, no, it's good to. As I say, there were no concerns in our four walls. You know, obviously you get kept in nil. You know, there's some questions asked. There's a lot of teams getting kept in nil at the moment in the competition. As I say, last week the Roosters got one try against us. They were shandy off not scoring a try last week. It was just a messy game of football. There's no lack of belief in our guys, and they showed that there tonight.
Sam, the crowd is a big factor tonight for you. You came back a couple of times really appreciating their effort. It must have been a massive, boost for you guys.
Yeah, it's always encouraging, when you can have 40,000 fans here. The boys get a lot out of it, and they really got behind us in that second half when we were, coming back in a bit of a roll, and they kind of help out with a few different things as well. So it's good if we can have a showing like that every time we play a home game. It'd be fantastic, not just for us but for our club.